Right, so that's me recording again. So I'm just going to cross this steel bridge now and point my camera left and right, both sides of the river, and then go across to the yurts after I've been to WAINWATH Force, which is across to the right here. I mean, you can go through that gate and walk along the top and get some pictures right up there, pointing down as well, for some nice high shots of it. I prefer to walk along the main road and just cut through the little wooden gates to get close to it. Right, so that's the car locked up. So you can see I'm well off the road, giving them plenty of room. So what I'll do when I start to go back, I'll just pull forward to the T-junction here, turn around, and then just head back. You can see how steep the banks are, and they're really tight, nasty S-bends. There's two of them. You get round that first one, and the second one is where you go through the gate and drop down to see the other waterfall that you come to see here, which is called Currack Force, C-U-R-R-A-C-K, Currack Force waterfall. So there's so much to see if you're coming down Stonesdale Lane from the Tan Hill pub, Tan Hill Inn pub. So when it's been lasting down in rain, all these drops, step downs, are raging torrents. So obviously the speed of the water from there just picks up and picks up and picks up, and then when it gets round by the back of that farmer's cottage, it hits that big drop, and just down there you've got a big measuring stick to see how high the water is for the water board to go and check it. Right, so when you come to the junction here, obviously left, you go towards Keld and Reeth. Keld is half a mile, Reeth is 12 miles. And the signpost pointing back up this way, it's saying West Stonesdale, half a mile. That's where I've just cut through past the stone cottages and a few farmers' buildings. Tan Hill, where the pub is, 4 miles up that road where I've just come down from. And this cottage is aptly named, called Bridge End, because it's on the end of the bridge. Right, so you walk along here about 1,000 yards, and then there's little gates that allow you to go down and get close to WAINWATH Force waterfall. You see from here now, you see all the water, it's running quite fast, and there's loads of step downs as well. Now they've had this metal gate here lopped off and sealed off so you can't get through, but they've got new hooks on them now where you can get the hooks off. So what I normally do is go through the gate and walk along here to see the step downs. So that's looking back over there where my car's parked. Right, so this is a beautiful place here, and you can go for a nice swim at the bottom of WAINWATH Force waterfalls as well. Right, so I'll go through the gate, I'll film the WAINWATH Force, and I'll come along here and film these high step downs as well. Then I'm going to go back along and go into the grounds of the yurts, like I say, and go through to the back, through the farmer's cottage, through the little gate on the right. Then you go around the back and you can see the big, huge, massive waterfall. It's beautiful. So there's a few places in Yorkshire I travel to where you haven't got to walk far to see loads of waterfalls like Askrigg, where you park up the church in Askrigg village, then you go alongside the church and then go around to see the waterfalls that way, and you don't have to go that far to see them. Right, so I'm going to drop down the stairs here and come past this bit of a wooden fence, then walk along there and get all these drop downs on video as well. Now, when it's been lashing down the rain, all those rocks that you can see ahead of you where the water's feeding through them, that they're all covered in water, and it's beautiful. The whole width of it is all waterfalls. Fantastic. But you can come along here with your car and turn around, but I prefer just to leave it there and walk along so you can get all the beautiful and see. You see more when you're walking than driving in a car. So you can go down this way, down the ramp, or you can go down the next one, down the stairs, and you're right on the wall where everybody takes their photographs from, on the corner there. So obviously if you bend down here you can get a bit of a shot there, but it's no good because these trees are in the way. So it's best to go down on that corner so you've got no obstructions. My hands aren't as cold as they were when I was up the top of Stonedale bit there. It was freezing on my hands, but I've got my hoodie up again on top of my cap, so that's keep your head warm. Right through this turnstile gate here, spring loaded, and drop down. This bridge is where there's a little stream coming underneath the road. From up there, where the farmer's track's going up, it follows the farmer's track basically around the corner. So it's snaking round and round, and it comes underneath this arch bridge here and joins the main River Swale there here after coming through the archway. I've dropped down there a couple of times as well and pointed my camera underneath this archway to take nice pictures of the water dropping down. But like I say, all those beautiful videos I had, I've lost them all through stupid bloody censorship with YouTube closing down the account with no warning whatsoever, so I didn't have time to transfer all my videos to somewhere else. It's because I was telling the truth and posting things they don't like. They don't want the truth getting out, so they shut us down. Right. I'm always like taking two or three pictures in case one turns out blurred where you slightly move your hand. So I'll take 2 or 3. Right, so you can cut through here and go past that first set of stairs that you can go down, but you've got a bit of a drain coming through there, so you've got to step over dirty water if you like. But I should be able to manage it, I think. But loads of people come here and just wade in there and go for a swim, going closer to the waterfall. bloody bitter cold today. You wouldn't catch me going in there. I just freeze up because my body just locks up the colder I get, especially my left arm. So haven't got the use of my left arm and hand anyway. So when it gets really cold, it wants to lock up and come up my chest and just stay there. So I've got less use of it again. It's bloody murder. Right, step over these slippy stones so I didn't slip. Right, and then through past the wooden fence here and go and see these other drop downs. Oh yeah. Right, so that's the first gate you can come through. So Bridge End Cottage. And if you look over there, you can see how steep the road is where it goes up and it bends round the S-bend. Now I'm going to go past my car and go up to that S-bend and then drop down into the farmer field and go across the field to see Curragh Force next. That's another beautiful waterfall. Now these rocks here, these flat rocks, are slippy as hell. I once dropped down onto them to get closer to the waterfalls and I didn't realise how slippy they were, and my feet started to slip and I was going to go into the deep water, and I just grabbed some branches behind us and that's what stopped the fall an hour. So I'm very weary of walking on those flat rocks there. I was just like dropping down off the grass and onto the flat rocks to get closer to the waterfalls, step downs, and then I didn't realise how bad it was going to be. So once you've done it, you learn your lesson. Right, so I've got my car booked in again come Wednesday morning, and I'm getting a couple of new, well, replacement sway bars or anti-roll bars, if you like, fitted to my car. I've got the front and the back. So what I do is I bought second-hand ones, and I've got the wire brush and put it in the end of my drill, and I wire brushed it right back to the metal and spray painted them black, so when everything that's going on underneath of my car is all going to be like brand new. Stop the rust spreading on the underneath of your car. I mean, it's like I said today, all the water's going underneath your car. They just rusted it even further. Right, so there's your 3-foot drop downs. And that's where I made the mistake of going down, and that bit of a tree that's leaning down is what saved me from going into the deep water, because I just started to slip and I just had to reach back, and I luckily got a hold of a branch and like stood myself back up again. Otherwise I would have been swept down stream in deep water fast. Right, so you can see there's like metal handrails falling over in the corner, so they don't want to go beyond that point, because that's where obviously the back garden is of the cottages, so that's private. So you only go as far as that and then point your camera down into the waterfalls. Now when you go halfway up the road, round the S-bend, there's gates where you walk through and cut across those pathways on the other side to give you different shots of the waterfalls. And not only that, you've got the beautiful countryside on the other side of the wall there, going quite a distance away. So I was on the top path before, and I came through the gate there, and I was pointing my camera and doing long zoom shots of like sheep way in the distance, about 2 miles away, and I zoomed into them, got them some beautiful shots. But once again, like I say, I've lost them all due to me YouTube shutting down my channel. Obviously I've got family days out, lots of videos with Corn while he was still alive, so because he's passed now, it's a big miss. Right, now you used to be able to get through that gate before, but they've taken the metal one away that was all tied off and barbed wire to stop you going through that. But they've got a nice new gate there now, but they've just got a little hook on, but they still don't want you going through that gate because it's private. Right, so what I'm going to do is get back on the road, go along past my car, go up the S-bends, and then drop down and go and see Curragh Force Waterfall next. Came here along here one day, and there was guinea pigs wandering along here. They're getting out that cage thing, and they were just walking along the wall there. I think they put them under this cage here so they can eat the grass. I think they're in there, this little lock up. On a very rare occasion, there's sometimes sheep in this bit of field as well. Right, so back along, come back along the road and go around past my car, and then drop down that embankment at the top of the S-bend and go across the field to the bottom, and then have a look for Curragh Force Waterfall and the waterfall that goes underneath the farmer's access bridge. So you can see the WAINWATH Force Waterfall straight ahead, look, and then you've got this nice 3 foot, 4 foot drop, fast moving rapid. So like I say, when it's been lashing down with rain for days on end, these waterfalls are very, very powerful, and the actual speed of the water running down here is really, really, really fast. So if you fell in there, you just get swept along going underneath that road bridge. Right, back along this track to the wooden fence and just squeeze past that again, then go back up onto the main road at the first gate this time. So I can walk back along past the Bridge End Cottage and past my car. I used to carry my Nikon camera everywhere with us, but since I've been coming out with Bear, because he's so powerful and pulling us along on his leader, I cannot use my camera because it's just swaying backwards and forwards, and when it's hanging around my neck and I'm leaning forward, it just goes backwards and forwards like a pendulum, and it gets in the way of me recording on my GoPro camera here. So I tend to leave my camera in the car now. I bring it out just to do me introductory videos, but I don't take many photographs now of late. But I've just been looking through some old ones, what videos I did, and we have added some photographs to enhance what I'm looking at and make the video a bit better. It makes your videos much better when you insert photographs into what you're looking at. Now normally I'm up very, very early, about 5 o'clock in the morning, getting ready and come out. But I thought, right, I'm not in any hurry to get out and come out today. I want daylight so that when I get to where I'm going, one, I can see the road's easier for getting here, and two, I could start recording straight away instead of having to sit in the car killing time waiting for daylight to come in so I can record video. So this time, because I set off late, I've got daylight hours. But the other drawback is the mist and the fog that's up on Stonesdale Lane is just pea soup, and you can't make a video. So I've never done I've never made a time-lapse video this time, because I normally set up my GoPro 8 camera on my dash and do a time-lapse video, but it was pointless today because you couldn't see it out. Just mist and fog. And me walking backwards and forwards in front of the car, that's it, that's about it. Right, here we go. Right, so there's your name, WAINWATH access area, caution, cold and deep water. So that's your first gate. It's like if somebody wants to take a disabled person down there in a wheelchair to get a bit closer, that's what that one's for. And the other one's just like step downs to get on that corner to get a clear view of the waterfall to take pictures. Right, so back along here, past the Bridge End cottage, and then go into the yurts campsite. Now I know the people that's in the cottage, there's new owners of this place here now, and I was talking to them, and they were sitting in the garden one day with their son and the little dog, and obviously I was stroking the dog because I love dogs obviously, and I was talking to them, so they recognise me every time I come down here. Now I say I'm back again because I love to come down here, because like I say, there's just so many waterfalls within a very short distance. Now apparently there's supposed to be another waterfall that somebody had put on their videos. You go along there another mile, and then where the road bends round to the right to go across the bridge, it's supposed to be there somewhere. So as you go over the bridge and just turn left, there's a big parking area where I parked, and I was walking along following the wall to see if I could see it, but it must be down deep below where you kind of get access to it properly. It's hidden, it's half hidden. It's there, but you cannot really get a good glimpse of it.